Hello again, everyone.
What's up,
Band's
guys?
back together. Miss Russell's here to sing, and we've expanded. We got some acoustics and some bass behind us. Nick and Maryanne are joining us, so they're hoping we'll up our game a little bit. We're still going to have horrible singing, but at least we have music involved.
That's why we're here.
So we're adding a verse today, but you're going to see addition and subtraction again, and the verse we're adding is multiply and divide. So, band, are you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Same sign, add and keep, different signs subtract. Take the sign of the larger distance, then it'll be exact. Subtraction means opposite, so remember this simple rule. Leave change opposite, remember LCO. Multiply or divide, it's an easy thought. Same signs are positive, different signs are not. Wait a minute. Where am I? I was just in Miss Newkirk's room. Now I'm back in my own. Where's everybody at? Mr. Heenan, did you eat my band?
No, I did not eat your band.
Oh, did they leave me?
No, they did not leave you. I kicked them out.
Oh.
Because we need to be serious now and stop singing songs and playing music.
Okay. All right. So
we got to multiply and divide.
Okay, so let's learn how to multiply and divide. Do you want to go over your favorite, which is the tic-tac-toe board?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's easy to remember, your multiplication rules when you draw a tic-tac-toe board. And all you need to do is write two different letters. All right, you write a P and you write an N.
A P.
P stands for positive, N stands for negative.
Positive. N stands for what?
Negative.
What's that mean?
Negro. Negative. It means negative, to the left of 0.
Oh, okay. So all those red numbers.
All the red numbers.
Okay. All right, so go ahead.
Why you gotta be so mean to red numbers?
I don't like the red numbers.
Well, neither do I when they're on my bank account. But,
That's right.
so, essentially, you draw your tic-tac-toe board and you put a P in the top left corner. And then you put a P in the magic box in the middle. And then you put a P down in the back, down in the right-hand corner as well.
So the P gets the tic-tac-toe diagonally.
Right. P always wins.
All right.
And your P always goes diagonal.
All right. And all the rest.
And then all the rest just get filled in with N's.
Okay.
Now, this may not make sense to you right now, but once I show you the magic of the tic-tac-toe board, you're going to love it. So the rule is, if you go across, if you go down, if you go diagonal, these are the rules for multiplying integers. So let's go across the top.
Okay.
Start on your P.
A positive.
Positive times a negative, N, equals a negative.
Ah,
How about
okay.
that?
So if you times a positive and a negative, you get a negative.
Correct.
Okay.
And then if you multiply a negative times a positive across the middle, it equals a negative.
A negative times a positive equals a negative.
Uh-huh. And then, of course, down the bottom, a negative times a negative equals a positive.
Oh, so a negative times a negative is a positive.
Yeah, can you believe it?
That's magical.
I know.
That's craziness.
A negative plus a negative, though,
Is a negative.
is more negative.
More negative.
So you got to remember this.
Negativer.
Negativer? I swear, I'm never going to use this Kentucky language. But, so you've got your N times N equals P. And then you say, wait a second, Mr. Heenan, what about a positive times a positive? Well, go ahead and look diagonal. Positive times a positive equals a positive.
And this works with division as well. So
Correct.
I can do a positive divided by a negative equals a negative.
Absolutely.
A negative divided by a positive equals a negative. And a negative divided by a negative equals positive.
Yeah.
And a positive divided by a positive is a
Positive.
positive.
Positiver
number. All right, so my favorite's the triangle. And I can just remember this one easier because you put a positive at the top and then the rest is negative. So you just follow it around. A negative
Wait,
times,
which direction?
Doesn't matter. Whatever your first number is, that's where you start.
How about that?
So a negative times a negative is a positive. A positive times a negative is a negative. a positive times a negative is a negative. Okay?
Wow.
Any way you go, just start with what your first number is, go to what your second number is, your third number is the answer.
Does that work for division too?
Yes, it does.
Wow.
Multiplication and division.
That's
All right,
amazing.
so we want to try a couple?
Yeah, let's try a couple.
All right. Negative 5 times 7.
All right, well, I know that 5 times 7 is 35.
Okay.
So we write that first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I look at the sign. I say negative times a positive is a negative.
Negative.
Double check my chart, make sure I'm right. So
Yeah. All right, so then
easy enough.
the second one, 6 times negative 9, I know that that is 54. And again, if I look at my triangle, I have a positive times a negative, I get a negative 54.
All right, well, then I know that 10 times 4 is 40.
Okay.
That's easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy?
Yeah.
Not chicken greasy?
No, lemon squeezy. I like lemons better.
Oh, okay. That works.
Too much grease in my diet.
Ugh. Yeah, that's
I like
too many calories.
fresh lemon
Clogging
juice.
the arteries. Yeah,
Mhm.
I get it.
So then I look at my chart and I see that a negative times a positive equals a negative. So I go and put my negative sign on my answer.
So this one, if you look at Mr. Heenan's chart, a negative times a negative equals a positive. 12 times 2 is 24, and it's positive because a negative times a negative equals a positive.
Ooh, 5 times 11 is 55.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a positive times a negative, so I'm going to get a negative answer.
Awesome. And then
You're
last
forgetting
one.
something, Miss Farrell.
What?
Go ahead and put that negative sign in there.
Sorry. I got too excited to do the last one so that they can do the rest of them on their own.
Yeah.
All right, so number 6, negative 60 divided by negative 4. Ooh, that's hard. How many times does 4 go into 60?
I know it's more than 10.
15?
I guess 15.
15?
Sounds about right.
And then a negative divided by a negative gives me a positive, so it's a positive answer. So you actually have 6 more to do on your own. Okay, you can use either the triangle or you can use the tic-tac-toe board to help you out. Have fun, guys.
Just remember, your P goes diagonal.
Yeah, P goes diagonal.
Okay?
Or positives are always on the top. All right, later.